I say that politics has been involved in the issuance of building and loan charters.
What are your plans in 1966?
And not just under Brown, and going on quite a while. Go ahead.
Did you project your plans in 1966 for us?
No, because I don't have any. I don't even have one for 1965, so I don't worry about those things anymore.
Dr. Howie, what is the position of the clergy in San Francisco in reference to the so-called initiative repeal of the Fair Housing Act?
The position of the clergy, I think, the Protestant clergy, is reflected best by the attitude and position taken by the Council of Churches, the San Francisco Council of Churches, in which most of the churches and clergy are represented. We are against the initiative to repeal the Rumford Fair Housing Act largely because it takes the legislative power away from elected representatives and takes this whole area of our life out of the legislative concern of the state legislature.
Dr. Howie, would you state the clergy's position on the repeal of the Rumford Act? Dr. Howie, what are the reasons for this?
The first reason, of course, is the belief on the part of all who are related to the Judeo-Christian faith that all men are created equal by God and that there is an equal dignity in all men and that this dignity should be respected. One way to respect this is to have the right of equal housing for all people, irrespective of race. Another reason to oppose it, of course, is that this is to take away the right of the legislature to enact laws that have anything to do with housing. We think this is an invasion and a canceling of due process and representative government.
Well, if you care to amplify that, what difference does this act make to the lawmaking ability of the legislature?
The initiative states that the Constitution of California shall be amended in such a way that the right of any person to sell, trade, property cannot be abridged in any way by the legislature. So in the area of housing, the legislature can do nothing except in public housing. This is to take away from the legislature the right to correct or to change any of the relationships in housing.
Dr. Howie, what actually does the petition say in that respect?
I have a copy here. I'd be glad to read the central part. The people of the state of California do enact the following constitutional amendment to be added to Section 26, Article 1 of the Constitution of the State of California. Neither the state nor any subdivision or agency thereof shall deny, limit, or abridge, directly or indirectly, the right of any person who is willing or desires to sell, lease, or rent any part or all of his property, to decline to sell, lease, or rent such property to such person or persons as he in his absolute discretion chooses. You see, this would put a constitutional amendment into the Constitution. It wouldn't be just a legislative act. It would take another initiative to remove, change, or alter this in any way, a popular initiative, which is a very expensive way of legislating or correcting bad legislation.
Dr. Howie, what is your opinion of the Rumford Act as it is now?
I think the Rumford Act probably has areas that could be corrected. However, it has not had long enough.
Dr. Howie, what is your opinion of the Rumford Act as it is now?
I certainly do not feel it is a perfect act. It needs some corrections here and there, I'm sure. However, the experience over these few months of this year when it has been in effect has proven it to be a very effective and moderate act.